NEET PG Rank Booster Sessions. Hello friends, I am Dr. Vivek Jain, Faculty of Preventive and Social Medicine, that is Community Medicine, and I welcome you all to Weekend PSM Quiz. Today, Saturday, we will be having quiz number 7 and the topics we are going to cover are demography and health, family planning and contraception, and social sciences. I am sure you must have understood the format of the quiz over the last few weekends. I am trying to simulate a live exam like environment for all of you. So what I expect, please take a sheet of paper and a pen to write down your answers so that at the end we can calculate our individual scores. Friends, what is expected from you is in your exam you get one question for minimum 1 minute. So what I'll do, I'll try to read the question alongside you. How much time it may take. So what I'll do, I'll try to read the question alongside you. Then I will give you 20 seconds to answer the question. If the question is lengthier, I'll give you more time. So friends, are you ready? Guys and girls, let's go for it. Quiz number 7, question number 1 comes on your screen right now. The question is, a newly married couple comes to a family planning clinic OPD at a medical college in Haryana for contraceptive advice. Husband is 24 years old and wife is 20 years old. What would be your advice? No need for contraceptive till first childbirth. Use condoms as long as desirable. IUCD Copper T 380A is preferable for 10 years. Combined OCP is the most suitable contraceptive and your time starts now. So friends, what is the answer to this question? The clue in this particular question is a newly married couple. So what would be your contraceptive advice to be given as a medical officer if you are in charge of that clinic? Will you ask the couple to come after the first childbirth? No. The current RCH program, family planning component says definitely there should be spacing between the children, but delay the first childbirth also as much as possible. So which contraceptive will you like to advise? Will you advise condoms as given in the choice? Will you advise IUCD for 10 years? Or will you advise a combined oral contraceptive pills? The correct answer to this question is combined oral contraceptive pills. What are the two different types of combined OCP pills in the RCH program of India? They are Mala N and Mala D. These two types of combined OCP pills are actually a combination of estrogen and progesterone, and they should be given to a newly married couple. Similarly, if you are asked what is the contraceptive advice you will give to a teenage girl who is indulging in occasional sex, then barrier methods, especially male condoms, are the ideal contraceptive advisable. And if a couple comes to you who have one alive healthy child, then sterilization should be advised, preferably for the male. Vasectomy should be preferred over tubectomy. On your screen now comes question number 2. True about sex ratio of India based on census 2011 is, sex ratio is 940. Choice number B, measured as number of females per 100 males. Choice number C, Haryana has lowest sex ratio in the country. And choice number D, all age groups are included in calculation. And the time starts now. Fairly easy question, guys. That's it. So friends, what is the answer? We know census of India takes place once every, yes, 10 years. Last census was 2011. Next census is going to be this year, if of course COVID situation permits in the country, otherwise it may be delayed also. Now census 2011, what was the sex ratio for India found? Was it 940? Answer is no. Initially it was found to be 940, but later it was corrected to be made 943. Look at choice number B, it is number of females per 100 males. Is it correct? No. We calculated by the formula number of females in the country divided by total number of males in the country, and the multiplier is very right, 1000. So when I say sex ratio of India is 943, actually it means 943 females for every 1000 males. So sex ratio is expressed as number of females per 1000 males. Read the question carefully. They are asking which statement is true. So A is not the answer, B is not the answer. Let us look at choice number C. C says Haryana has the lowest sex ratio in the country. Is this statement true? Answer is no. Haryana may be having lowest sex ratio among the states in the country, but overall when you combine union territories also, then the union territory of Daman and Diu has got the lowest sex ratio in the country. Whereas among states, Haryana is lowest sex ratio with 879 females per 1000 males. Among all states and union territories combined, Daman and Diu has the lowest sex ratio in the country, 618. If we have lowest, we must be having highest also. So which state or union territory has highest sex ratio in the country? That is Kerala, having a favorable sex ratio of 1084. That means there are 1084 females for every 1000 males in the state. Similarly, Puducherry is the only other part of the country where sex ratio is more than 1000 or favorable, and it is 1037. Look at choice number D. All age groups are included in the calculation. Yes, this is a correct statement. So this becomes the answer to this question. Friends, this is a lesson for us that in the exam, question as well as all the choices have to be read and attempted very, very carefully. Now we come to question number 3, true about demographic cycle in India, and this is a multiple response type of question. So basically you are looking at different sentences or facts given about demographics of India, which of them are true. Choice number A, entered into low stationary phase, dependency ratio is below 40%, year of big divide is 1921 AD, population pyramid has a broad base, narrow or tapering top, and first regular census in India was carried in 1881, and the time starts now. Remember friends, you have to mark the true or the correct statement. In this question, you will get an additional time of 20 seconds. Time's up friends. So let us look at demographic cycle. It has got 5 stages based on birth rate and death rate. Currently, India is in which stage? Very right, stage number 3. And which is this stage number 3? This stage number 3 is known as late expanding stage. So India's population is still expanding. What happens to birth rate and death rate in this third stage? Birth rate decline and death rate is already declining. Both are declining, but birth rate is still higher than death rate, so population continues to expand. So India is in stage 3. Choice number A is not correct. Look at choice number B. Dependency ratio is less than 40%. Friends, first you tell me, what is dependency ratio? It is economic or societal dependency where numerator is population below 15 and population more than 65 years. Basically, numerator is non-earning population and rest of the population 15 to 65 years considered earning population is the denominator. So, if you look how much non-earning population is dependent on earning population for survival is the dependency ratio. Current value for India is 53 per 100. That means 53 non-earning members depend on 100 earning members for survival. So even choice number B is not true. Look at choice number C. Year of big divide is 1921 AD. What is the meaning of this big divide? See, we are a developing country. Our population is continuously expanding since last so many censuses. So when you compare from 1901, 1911, 1921 census, 1931, 41 till the last 2011 census, India's population is continuously increasing. Only once it decreased or it was found to be lesser than the previous census, that is known as year of big divide. So which was the only census of the country where population was found lesser than the previous census? That was 1921. So this statement is absolutely correct. 1921 census is known as year of big divide. Let us look at choice number D. It says population pyramid has a broad base, narrow top. Now friends, what is population pyramid? Also known as age sex pyramid. It is a pyramid which is drawn between age intervals on y-axis, and these intervals are 5 yearly interval, 0 to 4 years, 5 to 9 years, 10 to 14, 15 to 19, 20 to 24, like so on. And on the x-axis is percentage male and female population. When you draw a age population or age pyramid of our country, then it shows a shape like this. This shape is characteristically known as upright triangle. And here if you note, this upright triangle has a broad base. When I say broad base, I am looking at this part. And it has got also a tapering or a narrow top. When I say a narrow top, I am looking at this part. So why we have a broad base and a narrow top? Broad base because we have maximum population as younger population. In fact, India's 30% population has age below 15 years. So we have a broad base, and as we go up the age group, percentage population in both the sexes reduce consistently. This is a characteristic feature of developing countries like India. So this statement is also correct. Look at choice number E. First regular census in India was carried in 1881. This is not correct. First census was carried in 1871. Then it took place every 10 yearly interval. Last census 2011 was 15th census of India. Census is being undertaken by Ministry of Home Affairs in the country. We move to question number 4. A contraceptive Z is used by 100 couples for a continuous period of 2 years. During this period, 20 women become pregnant despite using Z contraceptive. What is the Pearl index of this Z contraceptive? You have to calculate it, and your time starts now. That's it, friends. Okay, take additional 5 or 10 seconds to solve the answer. So what is the answer you are getting? Friends, key to solve any numerical in PSM, you have to know the formula. So you tell me first, what is the formula of Pearl index? Pearl index is a measure of failure rate of contraceptive or contraceptive efficacy. Its formula is given by total number of accidental gestation or pregnancy. Accidental gestation or pregnancy means pregnancies which occur despite using the contraceptive. Denominator is total month of usage or exposure to the contraceptive, and it has a unique multiplier 1200. It's always expressed as failure per 100 women years. So let us look at this particular question. Now it becomes very easy. What is the numerator in this question? 20 women became pregnant during this time. So numerator is 20 accidental pregnancies despite using the contraceptive. Multiplier is 1200. Only thing you have to calculate carefully is denominator. What is the denominator? Total months of exposure. So 2 years. Can I say 24 months is the total months of exposure? No. Why? 24 months is for one woman or a couple, but there are 100 couples. So each woman or couple 24 months, and there are 100 such women or couples who are using the contraceptive. So total months of exposure is 24 into 100, that is 2400. So this gives us an answer of 1200, 2400, that is 2, 20 divided by 2, that is 10 per 100 women years. So answer to this question is choice number C. So friends, take home point I will again remind you, denominator is total months of usage of contraceptive by all the women or the couples in the study or the sample. Question number 5, it is a fill in the blank type of question. Content composition of contraceptive shown in the photograph is dash amount of estrogen, dash amount of progesterone, and your time starts now. That's it friends, a very popular often repeated question in the examination. This contraceptive is Mala N. Mala N is which type of contraceptive in the program? It is a type of combined oral contraceptive pill. Combined means combination of estrogen and progesterone. What is the estrogen in Mala N or Mala D in the program? That is ethinyl estradiol. And what is the progesterone? Progesterone is levonorgestrel. So whether it is Mala N or Mala D, both are in the same program, both are combined OCP. Even estrogen, progesterone content composition is also same. So how much estrogen is there? It is 30 microgram of ethinyl estradiol and 150 microgram of levonorgestrel, or I can say 0.03 milligram of estrogen, 0.15 milligram of progesterone. So choices may come in microgram or milligram. Please read carefully in the paper. This also contains 7 iron tablets in the form of 60 milligram ferrous fumarate at the end of this cycle. So 21 hormonal tablets plus 7 iron tablets. Question number 6, it's a definition based question. Number of live births per 1000 women in the reproductive age group in a year refers to TFR, total fertility rate, gross reproduction rate, net reproduction rate, or general fertility rate, and the time starts now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, that's it. So friends, let's see what is the answer. Let's go choice by choice. What exactly is total fertility rate, also known as completed family size? This is total number of children which are born to a woman or a couple in their entire reproductive lifespan. Gross reproduction rate, this is GRR. This is total number of girl children which are born to a woman or couple in their entire reproductive lifespan. Net reproduction rate, NRR, is also same. Total number of girls born to a woman or couple in their entire reproductive lifespan. Then how it is different from GRR? It is but taking into account their mortality. So I'll again repeat, TFR, total children, GRR, total girls, NRR, total girls minus mortality. I can say total number of living or alive girl children. So answer to this question is choice number D. General fertility rate is total number of live births per 1000 women in reproductive age group, and you have to remember this 1000 women is actually taken as mid-year population on July 1st. We move to question number 7. Eligible couple rate per 1000 population in India is. Read the choices, the numbers, and your time starts now. So friends, what is the answer to this question? First you tell me who is a eligible couple in the country. Eligible couple is a currently married couple where wife is in reproductive age group, that is 15 to 49 years of age. So friends, what is this eligibility for? Can I say it is for reproduction or childbirth? No, this is actually eligibility for available contraceptive services in the program. So you can say in simple words, those couples who should use contraception, and this rate in India is 150 to 180 eligible couples per 1000 population. Why we need to know this number? This help us plan what may be the contraceptive requirement of a particular community for a given time period. Question number 8. Natural family planning method does not include terminal methods, basal body temperature method, cervical mucus method or symptothermic method, and the time starts now. So friends, what is the answer to this question? We look at first choice number B, basal body temperature method. What is this method? It has been found that at the time of ovulation, mainly due to progesterone hormone, there is a rise of basal body temperature by 0.3 to 0.5 degrees centigrade. So this help us in finding out what may be the fertile period according to the ovulation timing. Cervical mucus method, also known as Billings method or ovulation method, checking the cervical mucus consistency also help us predict the ovulation time or the fertile period. Symptothermic method, a combination of both these method is even better. These three are natural family planning method. So what is not a natural family planning method are terminal methods. Terminal methods are like sterilization, vasectomy for male, tubectomy for female. They are surgical procedures. They are not natural family planning methods. Question number 9, match the following. Contraceptive, and which type of contraceptive is that? Choice number A, B, C, D are vaginal sponge, Norplant, NET-N, Grafenberg ring, and types are given 1, 2, 3, 4 as subdermal implant, barrier method, IUD depot formulation. You can write the answer as A1, B2, C3, D4 like so on, and the time starts now. Okay friends, I give you additional 5-7 seconds. Okay, let us look at the choices one by one. We start with vaginal sponge. Vaginal sponge is a combination of barrier method. Mainly it is a type of barrier method, but it also contains spermicide, and which is that non-auxinol 9. So I can say A2, vaginal sponge having a failure rate Pearl index of 9 to 20 per 100 women years. Look at choice number B, Norplant. Norplant is a type of subdermal implant. So I can say B1. What does it contain? It contains 6 silicystic capsules, and each capsule contains 35 milligram of levonorgestrel, which is implanted in the skin in the arm, below the skin in the arm, and it has a shelf life of around 5 years. Look at NET-N, norethistérone enanthate. This is a type of injectable intramuscular hormone known as depot formulation. This particular contraceptive is given 200 milligram intramuscular injection every 2 months. So I can say C4. Look at choice number D, Grafenberg's ring. It is a type of IUD. So I can say D3. Grafenberg ring is a first generation IUD, non-medicated inert IUD in the same group as of Lippi's loop. Very right. So A2, B1, C4, D3. I hope all of you got this simple question right. Let's move to the next question. Question number 10. Condom vending machine at a petrol pump in high prevalence area is an example of appropriate technology, social marketing, socialization or community participation, and the time starts now. Friends, what is the answer to this question? Could it be appropriate technology? No. Appropriate technology is when you have a cheaper technology resulting just like expensive technology outcomes. An example could be ORS. No need of antibiotics in diarrhea. ORS alone can manage 90% of diarrhea cases, preventing deaths. So that is appropriate technology. Condom vending machine in high prevalence area is an example of social marketing. What is social marketing? Where we apply the marketing concepts. What for? To change the behavior in a community. Question number 11 is a fill in the blank type of question. Nishya is a type of, and your time starts now. Easy question, friends. Mark the answer correctly. That's it, friends. What is the answer? Can I say it is a online software to monitor DOTS patients in the country? How many of you mark this answer? Answer is no. Why no? Because you have not read the question correctly. Online software for DOTS is निक्षय. क्षय रोग in Hindi is tuberculosis. This is निश्चय. This is a type of pregnancy testing kit, and this is a home based kit. So I'll again repeat, निश्चय pregnancy testing kit which is home based. निक्षय is an online software for monitoring DOTS patient on treatment in the country. Question number 12. Find the odd one out, and you are given 6 contraceptives: Antra, Chaya, Malan, Malady, Neten, progesterone only pills. And the time starts now. So friends, were you able to spot the odd one out? No? Okay, take another 5 or 7 seconds. Okay, let us see. When we see Antra, this is actually which contraceptive? This is DMPA. This is a type of depot formulation. What is a depot formulation? Where injectable intramuscular progesterone hormones are given for 2 to 3 months, single injection as a contraceptive. Is there any other depot formulation in these choices? Very right. That is NET-N, norethistyrone enanthate. DMPA is given once every 3 months. NET-N is given once every 2 months. Now look at Mala and Maladi. These are types of combined oral contraceptive pills. Look at progesterone only pills. These are also oral contraceptive pills but only containing progesterone, not a combination of estrogen progesterone like Mala and Maladi. Look at Chaya. Chaya is also an OCP, but Chaya is different from others. How? It is the only non-hormonal, non-steroidal OCP of India developed by Central Drug Research Institute. It has got no estrogen, it has got no progesterone. It contains centroman, that is ormeloxifene. So answer to this question is Chaya. Look at other contraceptives. Antra has depomedroxyprogesterone acetate. Mala and Maladi has got ethinyl estradiol, levonorgestrel. NET-N has norethistyrone enanthate. Progesterone only pills have progesterone, mainly levonorgestrel. So all other are steroidal hormonal contraceptives, whereas Chaya, older name Saheli, is a non-hormonal oral contraceptive pill in the country. So this is the odd one out. Take your pen and paper, mark this question correctly. Question number 13 coming on your screen now. Arrange the following in sequence. These are stages of family cycle: complete extension, dissolution, contraction, extension, complete contraction, formation, numbers 1 to 6. Sequential arrangement type, you can give numbers like this: 2, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this, and the time starts now. Arrange the steps or the stages. Okay, I personally feel you should get another 10 seconds, take more time. Okay friends, that's it. Now out of these 6, which is the first stage is formation, which is given number 6 here. So what is formation? Right from marriage till first childbirth. After this comes second stage is extension, number 4 here. What is extension? From first childbirth till last childbirth. Then comes complete extension, last childbirth till first child leaves the home. Then comes contraction, first child leaves the home till last child leaves the home. Then comes completed contraction. This is the 5th stage. Here also by chance number is 5. Last child leaves the home till first spouse dies, and then comes final stage, dissolution. This is between first spouse dies till the death of the survivor, also known as extinction. So I'll again repeat: formation, extension, complete extension, contraction, completed contraction, dissolution. 6 stages in family cycle. So correct answer to this question is sequential arrangement. Correct is 6, 4, 1, 3, 5, 2. So friends, now we come to the final question for this quiz session. What is an elementary family? Fill in the blank type of question, and the time starts now. So friends, what is elementary family? This is actually another name of nuclear family. What is nuclear family? Nuclear family is where there is a married couple with or without dependent children. What is unitary family? Friends, this is also absolutely same. So these three are actually synonymous terms. So friends, that brings us to end of today's session. Now before we go, just tell me how much marks you have scored in today's exam. As per my teaching experience of last 15 years, I personally feel out of the 14 questions today, you should have got minimum 11 or 12 right. Then you are on the right track. If you have got 13 or all the 14 right, really commendable, I applaud for you. If you have got below 10, friends, demography, family planning, contraception are quite scoring easy fact based objective question based topic. Please practice more questions from whichever platform, book, app, whatever you are using. If you are using my app, immense, extreme, ample number of questions are given for you to solve. Or if you are going through my review book of PSM, just follow the questions answers. Also look at golden points given at the end of each chapter. All the best. Now friends, as usual, before I go, I must tell you a famous quote by Muhammad Ali. I hate every minute of training, but I said don't quit, suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Instead of training as a student, you can put the word studies here. We are hardcore warriors. Medical students can study non-stop. Do take adequate sleep, good diet, but keep on studying whenever time is there. So from my side, a very good luck, all the best for your forthcoming examinations. I hope you succeed and score a very high rank in the paper. You can download my app from Play Store and a discount coupon code for 25%, that is coupon 25, could also be applied. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow evening 8 o'clock on my YouTube channel here again on Sunday with new topics. Bye bye. Take care. Stay safe. Stay healthy.